really appreciate your thankfulness for it, but it was really an honor for me to do this for you. I couldn't not have done it by myself. A lot of you all did help, but I do want to recognize the ones who really supported me through the whole thing. And I'm going to start with Dina, of course, because Dina was every time I would see her, she'd say, when are we going to do the reunion? When are we going to do the reunion? Okay, let's do it. It was the time to do it. So Dina, please come up. And we actually had our first meeting, and they encouraged me to do Facebook. Eva, where are you? That was back in February. Come up. And of course, Sammy, couldn't have done it without Sammy. You all knew where we were all the time. And of course, last but not least, a relationship that most of you know about, who is like the dearest person in my whole life besides my husband, and that would be my daughter, Nisa. You know, he was not a cheerleader and probably never would have been, but probably should get more applause than I could ever imagine, and that would be my husband. And I just want to say thank you to you all for coming, because this is very important to us that we did have people show up, because we know that everybody's busy and out of town and it costs money, and we just want to thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
How do you feel? I mean, what are your thoughts like on all this? Just the fact that it's like the first, you know, reunion getting everybody, not just one specific year. You know, like how is it? What do you know?
Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I am overwhelmed at this point. I knew it was going to be big. I just didn't realize how big it was going to be and how fabulous everything turned out. And not to my doing, but just everybody's help, everybody's cooperation. It was just amazing. All the people that participated did such an amazing job. I just couldn't have asked for a better group.
Why do you think that, you know, despite all that, despite all the obstacles, despite all the troubled times, Bobcat Pride still prevails in every way? You know, it's still strong and people are still going, you know, still.
Well, it's no secret that I was from the original Edinburgh High School. I graduated from there in 1978, and it was the only Edinburgh High School. I returned back to teach at Edinburgh High School in 1988, and shortly thereafter the school split. That's when Edinburgh North opened, and it was sad because we lost some of our kids. Our town was somewhat split. It was sad to see these kids that had grown up together were now playing against each other, but it happens whenever the city grows and we get more people. And then, you know, several years later, a split comes again with Economides, and it just, you know, again, we bounced back, and it happened, and we grew, and we have to make more buildings. And then this last split with Bella, again, they pulled, it always seems like they pull from Edinburgh High School, but we're going to bounce back. I mean, that's just the way Edinburgh High School is. We're going to celebrate our 100th birthday in 4 years, and it's going to be the biggest, best celebration that we're going to have. And it doesn't matter how many schools there are, we'll still be the one that will be the oldest, the wisest. And it's just, I'm just so proud to say that I'm an Edinburgh High School Bobcat.
And just a few, you know, sentences or words, you know, anything. What does Bobcat Pride mean to you?
Bobcat Pride, tradition, excellence, staying classy, staying true to the red and blue. Our colors, we've got to have the most gorgeous colors that there are. It's our country's colors, and just honestly, I just can't think of a better school to be at, to graduate from, to work at, and it's just a pride that it's almost hard to explain.
Well, It came out great. It was a wonderful event. There was a lot of planning that went into it. We had so much fun putting it together, so many memories. Just being a Bobcat cheerleader, all the pride, the tradition, you know, and just bringing it all together and letting it play out last night was amazing, and it was beautiful. We got complimented so much. I think everybody looked great from the video that we watched just a while ago. It was awesome.
In a few words or a few sentences, what does Bobcat Pride mean to you?
Wow. Ever since I was a little girl, all I ever wanted to do was be a Bobcat cheerleader. All my older cousins were Bobcat cheerleaders. They started working with me since I was itty bitty. Sherry Carlson was my coach since I was 5 years old. The only 2 years of my life that she didn't coach me was when I was at South, 7th and 8th grade, and then she got to be my high school coach again. And just, you know, all the pride and tradition that was instilled in me since I was itty bitty, I just got to live it once I got to high school, and then relive it now as a coach. So it's an incredible feeling.
How do you feel about your cheerleaders being national champions?
Wow. Well, we proved that it could be done. It could be done, and more than anything, it was just their heart, their desire to do it, and all the work that they put into it. And hopefully this year we'll go back and do it again and be the first high school again to have back-to-back national championships.